Hello and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to be looking at some basic arithmetic operators commonly used in business applications. So these are the basic operators. So we've got the addition with the symbol of the plus sign. I'm sure we are all familiar with these operators. Subtraction, multiplication and division. Notice that for the multiplication, in parentheses I've got the asterisk. This is because in C#, the asterisk is what is used to implement multiplication if you are trying to program or code an arithmetic function for multiplication. If you're trying to code for a division, you'll be using this slash symbol to represent division. Let's create a project that we can use to implement these arithmetic operators. So I've got my Visual Studio here. I'm going to right click and go run as administrator, and I click yes. So Visual Studio has launched. I'm going to click new project. Give it time to load. It's trying to initialize the templates. All right, so we've got the templates up. So I'm going to use web where it's got templates. I got web selected. I'm going to go for ASP.NET application, and this is where I give the application a name. When naming your application, if you're using more than one word, try not to create spaces between them. So I'm going to call mine, say, basic operators. Notice the capitalization of the second word, and I click OK. Okay, so next thing I'll select the empty template. Under add folders and core references, make sure you got the web form selected. This will enable us to add it later on, and click OK. Let's add our form. So where it's got the name of your, here where it's got basic operators, right click and click on, there should be an option to add, and click on web form. Then give your web form a name. I'm going to call mine default and click OK. So it opens up in this view. I'm going to switch to design, which is this tab here, and I'm going to add some controls. I'm going to add a text box, a button and a label. So I click on the tool, click on that, and text box. You can scroll down where the text box is. Make sure I put my mouse where I want to put the text box. I go back to my control, double click, and it will insert it where I've placed the mouse. I'll just drag it along a little bit, and I'll just tab down. Next thing I want to do is add a button. So where I've got the mouse cursor flashing there, I just go back to my control, look for the button. There should be one for button. There we go. Just double click and it will insert the button there. Finally, I want a label. So where the mouse is flashing, I go back to toolbox, go down, double click on label. So I've got all my controls. I just need to change the ID on the label. So I'll click on the first one, which is, it tells you here that's the text box one. I need to change that name. Scroll down to the ID part of it. Nowhere it's got the ID. I'll just change that to input text box. Again, notice the capitalization of the first letter of each word. I'll come here to the button. I'm going to change that to OK button. I'm going to also change the text on the button. There should be a text. So rather than it say button, I'm going to say something else. Going to click that and type in OK, and that should change from button to OK. Finally, the label. Come to label here. I'm going to make the text blank. I don't want any text there. So the text should disappear. I just need to change the ID on that label. I need to click on it so I can see it. All right, found the label. Just need to rename that to result label. Again, notice a capitalization of the first letter of the second word. So we've created the basic form for our application. We'll use this to test out the basic operators. So I'm going to stop this lecture here, and in the subsequent lectures that follows, I will be testing out each of these operators using this application interface we have built. So that's it for this lecture. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.